Okay, the left-hand corner of your computer, there's a start button, and you can start that or click on that. You can go to computer, and you should see in this left-hand column, you should see a drive that has an L number, your L number on it. And that L number is storage for you. So you can go into that folder and right-click. Let me see here. I have a lot of junk in mine. And create a new folder called GIS151. And you can do that on the N drive, or you can do that on your flash drive. So you're going to need a folder for our class that holds all that data. And so what I'm doing is I'm recording this, and I will put this up on Moodle when we're done. So once you have a folder for the GIS class, you're going to create a second folder in there. If I can go back and find my spot. Right-click and create a new folder called GIS151 lab1. And you'll notice that I did not leave a space in the name. And this is really important in GIS data. Once you start working with some of the data, if you have a space, if I had done GIS151 space lab1, it could actually cause a corruption where I wouldn't be able to see the data. So I never leave spaces in my folder names. I always just use an underscore. And that way my data is safe. And then I'm going to open a Word document in here. So I'm going to open that and create a new Word document with my name. And that will be the document that I use to put my maps and hold my data. So what you're going to see, if you go back into the navigation bar, I have a folder called GIS151. I have a folder with lab1 in it, and in lab1 I now have a Word document with my name in it. Okay? So you're going to go through and create three documents, and one document is going to have two images of a thematic and a reference map. The second document will have a discussion of thematic and reference maps in general, and how the maps you chose fit those just direct or just those. It says one page, double spaced one page. And then you have to have a third document where you're going to actually take a screenshot of your file structure, because one of the things that's going to make you successful is to have really accurate file structure. So let me go back and show you how you can do that pretty easily in the program. So I'm in my folder, and on the left side, if I open up my net storage and I open up that folder, and then I can see my document, I can see my main folder, and I can see my subfolder. Okay? I can also see that in this bar here. I have a main folder, my subfolder, and then there's my folder. So if you go back to the Start menu and you type snip, there's a program called the snipping tool. And you can click on the snipping tool, and then with your left mouse button down, you can drag a box around those files, and I can copy that and paste that into the Word document. Let me pull this back up, maybe. There we go. Is it not? There it is. So I'm just able to take a snipping of my screenshot. The other thing you can do, and I think this is what I ask you to do in this lab. Got too many files open here. is to actually save that image. Save as a JPEG, and you're going to put it in your folder. So when I go back to my folder again, I should just have that up, shouldn't I? Okay. Now that screen capture is in my Word document. So when you get your images from the internet, so I'm just going to go grab a really quick one. I'm going to do image and click on the images here, and I'm going to go thematic map. Get a picture of a thematic map of Oregon. Oh, there we go. So I've got one. Wow. Okay. All right. So I'm going to right-click and save that image. And again, I'm going to go back into my folder. GIS. Come on, baby. And I'm going to save this as Oregon thematic. Good enough for right now. Okay, so now my my map is in that folder. There it is. And in my Word document, I'm going to insert a picture. Again, navigate. You guys are going to get really good at navigating to files. This will happen. And I'm going to insert that picture. So now I've put in the picture of Oregon for my first example. Now, I said I wanted them both on one page, and this is really big. So you could do that, which you'll lose points if you do that. You can crop it, or you can set the size. So if I set this to 3, it will automatically scale it so that the proportions stay the same. The other thing you can do is to grab a corner and move it in or out with a corner. So that will change the size of your picture, but I actually want this picture over on the other side around my text. So I'm going to click Text Wrap, and I like to pick Square, and now I can move this picture anywhere on my page and it'll wrap around any text I have. So this exercise is just to kind of review opening, closing documents, saving them in the right space, getting information from the internet, and putting it on the page. And we spend a lot of time cutting images and getting them on the document page. So that's the lab.